Hey guys, Jess here. How are you? I am back. I know I've been MIA for a little bit, but I have been busy doing life. And in the mix, I've gotten a little bit of creative time in here or there. And I was able actually to finish my December daily from 2023. I'm so excited about this because normally I finish it, shortly after Christmas, but just with a bunch of stuff going on, it took a little longer, but I promised myself I'd be done before December, and I did it, so I want to share. So here it is. We're gonna do a flip through. So I chose the beautiful green floral album from Ali Edwards. I absolutely loved it. Green is my favorite color, and I just thought this album was so beautiful. And then I decorated it with an ornament I found that matched perfectly, I thought. Beautiful, kind of rustic feel. And then I have 2023 there on the bottom. So let's go ahead and open it up. All right. So I love to do something with the inside cover. That's something I've started to do. That I think this is the second year I've done it. And this was a piece from Ali's collection, I believe. It talks about December, and it was really nice. So I thought it was perfect to put a nice quote here at the beginning of the album. So that's there. And then I believe we have another Ali die cut, May Your Days Be Merry and Bright. And then we start off with our Christmas card, which we didn't have family photos this year, so it was just a collection of life with our fur babies and the kids and my husband and I, just to kind of, outlining 2023 as a whole. So I thought that was really good, and I thought it came out pretty cute. Next we have snow. So this was inspiration. I can't remember if it was Pinterest or Instagram, but the layout, I was inspired by another layout, and so I decided to make my own about one of the first snows we had. So these are Felicity Jane alphas, and I believe that's paper, Felicity Jane paper in the background as well. And then just fun little photos of Wyatt and Millie playing in the snow. We've got coffee mug, Wyatt and I there with a little picture together, and then I think, and my boots there. So fun little layout with some Ali embellishments, just a kind of a mixture of collections. I'm not going to remember everything I use, so I apologize, but I'll do my best. So here is our newest edition, Millie. We adopted her earlier that year, and she loves the snow, so she was really fun to photograph running around. Then I did some stamp therapy on the back here. Heidi Swap. Had a lot of fun playing with just stamps and distressed oxides. Just super fun. And then this was Shop Small Saturday, and so I went out locally and did some shopping, so I took a selfie. One of the stores we had had a sleigh set up, so I thought that was a nice picture. And then next was putting up the tree. So we got some fun snapshots of Wyatt so Natalie decided to try and pick him up to put we use a hat instead of a star. Let me see if I can get this over here on the tree. And so I tried to capture the sequence of it. So I just did an accordion fold out of everything and just his smile, which was really fun. And some more Heidi stars. I really loved the gold outlined vellum stars. I use those a lot. And there's just a little Velcro piece holding that there. So it was nice to capture all those shots. And then we have a transparency here, and then just a little bit about Christmas, and us putting up the tree was a bit tricky. So I have this, when we bought our house, it has vaulted ceilings, and I needed a huge tree to fill the space. And of course my husband is, he does Christmas because I love it, but it's not his jam. And so we had a lot of trouble getting it plugged in and put up, and it was just, so I tell that story. And then Millie, who is still a puppy, somehow escaped out of her crate while we were out, and she chewed the lights on the Christmas tree. Thankfully she didn't get hurt, but not all of it lit up after that. So, and then I practiced my minking, which I have to get better at, but it actually worked out perfect because it was imperfect. So a few less twinkly lights, and then this is me with a heady topper from my friend, which is a Vermont beer that I really love. She went on a trip, and her and her husband always pick me up some, which is so sweet of them. And then the tree with only some of the lights. So it was a fun story to capture. So next is more dogs, because, you know, they're our life and we love them. So I got them all matching sweaters. Cracks me up. This is the best picture we could get, but my husband was holding a treat to try to get them to sit still. And the sweaters say, "Follow a lot of dogs." Millie, it lasted her for about 2 minutes and she had it shredded off, so I'm glad I got at least this picture. And then my husband and stepdaughter held the dogs up by the tree, and each got a picture of them looking at their stockings, which was super fun and silly and just a really good time. Next is my dearest friend was learning embroidery, and she made me this beautiful tag, and then which was on a gift that she had purchased me, which she actually had gotten me my own embroidery beginner set, which was so fun. And starting to use that on like scrapbooking projects and stuff, and also just learning the techniques. So it was so sweet of her, but I cherish this tag. It's absolutely beautiful. So I thought, what better place to put it than in my December album. And this is us. We actually had our first what we're gonna deem annual Christmas shopping trip together. So we went to Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and we had the best time just Christmas shopping all day. And so here's just a collection of those photos. We got matching shirts because that's just, you know, who we are as people. We take every moment together as like a celebration, and we make it the biggest deal as possible because we live in different states. I mean, we still live fairly close, but we don't get to see each other in person as much as we like. So this is a super fun day, lots of great memories, fun photos. So I'm just glad I was able to capture this. And then the next was some gifted tags that I got from some beautiful friends of mine. So I put those here. Just gorgeous stamping, and there's some nice sentiments on the back. And again, just great mementos to keep and add. My friend also got a group of us together to participate in Finding Joy challenge this year. So basically we had a text chat, and every time we saw joy out somewhere, we take a picture and share it with the group. So I used one of Allie's transparencies, and I found some chipboard. This transparency says December Joys, which was perfect, as the chipboard says joy, and it lays over my collage of all the joy I found throughout Christmas. It was a really fun challenge to be involved in. And it really helped me because Christmas was a bit of a struggle last year. I wasn't like feeling it like I normally do, because I love Christmas, but for some reason it took a little bit more effort than normal. So this really helped me get into the spirit, and I appreciate that. And then of course the back of the transparency, so much joy, worked out really well. So then next we had our themed weekend. I started a tradition with my family where we'd pick like some Christmas movie or something Christmas related, and I would make like a theme weekend or one day at least out of it. And so we did a night with Buddy the Elf, and it was based on the Elf movie. So I got the big cardboard cutout because, you know, that's who I am as a person. And we decorated it. So this is that story. So my sister, brother-in-law, and nephews came over, and then we all had matching shirts. We made candy spaghetti cookies. We played elf bingo. We had cheeseburgers and smiley fries, and it was just a lot of fun. So everybody seemed to have a good time, and there were good sports about it. So this was a really fun spread to make. It's gonna be hard to top that one. I don't know if I have the the decorations. No, I don't think I took a picture of Buddy the Elf, but he's there. It was just really, really fun. And then, of course, my new mug for the year. Smiling is my favorite to end it. Next we have, every year we do the giving tree at our local grocery store for children in need in our town. So we grabbed 2 tags and they were both for young girls. So I just put that here and wrote the story on the back. It always feels good to give something back to our community. So, and the kids and everybody really look forward to that every year. Next is a Christmas puzzle. This came in a little Happy Mail that I got, a Christmas present from a friend, and so I was actually planning on putting this together, and I think I had come upstairs from doing something, and my husband had already done it for me. So I was like, oh well, and so it was just funny. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, I just sat down and did it. But it's a pug, which is my favorite breed of dog. And it's just super cute holiday puzzle. And so I glued it together to highlight it because it's just really, really cute. And then on the back of that is a story of another puzzle that my husband and I started with the intent of doing it together, and I quickly fell off the puzzle train, but he was dedicated. So I took the pictures to talk about his dedication to the cause. And even when we lost power, he sat down and was putting this puzzle together. So it was like a holiday cocktail mixed puzzle, and it was just really funny. We try every year to do it. He's definitely a lot more engaged in it. I love puzzles. I just have a million other things that I typically do, so I don't put as much time into them. But anyways, really good story. So this is just some journaling about how, like what I talked about earlier about how just this holiday season was a little bit different for me. So it felt good to, look back and remember that, even though all these pictures, show like the fun moments and happy moments, there was, it tells the behind the scenes story. This card I got at Trader Joe's, and my husband's name is Joe. So, and I make fun of him because I call him my Grinch because he's not a Christmas guy. So I use this card to tell a story about him and how he's just a really good sport and puts up with my antics and crazy ideas around the holidays. So I appreciate him, and so this is my dedication to him this year. Next is the story of G the elf. So he's our elf that comes around every Christmas, and so I use the Heidi Swap tree window die cut piece, and so I printed off a big picture, cut it out, put a brad piece there. So this swings open, and then each of the little windows opens up and shows one of the many little shenanigans and things that G did this year. So this was really, really fun. And it was a cute idea, but I did find after doing it, I'm like, because we have a lot of fun with G the Elf, my husband and I kind of have a bit of a competition of who can do what. And so I realized I'd much rather see them at a larger size. So I think for this December, I definitely want to make this a bigger story just because the photos are so fun usually. But that was still a really fun way to do it. I love that tree template for sure. It made it just really interesting and different. And then on the back was the last picture of G, and he brings Santa's letter. That's how it comes to the house for Wyatt to open, which follows up to the next story, which is Santa letters. It's the story of Wyatt writing his letter to Santa, and so I've got this really cute picture of him doing just that, and then of course the copies here for when he's older, and you can look back, which will be really, really fun. Natalie's older now, so we just get a text message with her list. So, but we still have him writing to Santa, so, which is great and always so fun. I love that. It's one of my favorite things. And then on the back is him receiving his letter and nice list certificate from Santa. I get help on this every year from my mom. She figures how to do do this stuff, so it's a really nice surprise, and he always gets excited, as you can tell, to get that. So really fun. Next is just a simple Christmas list, marking off what we did for the year, and then on the back is me just enjoying some hot cocoa outside. Story 20. This was really fun to make. Beautiful paper. This was from the Alley collection, and then I used this vellum gold polka dot paper behind it, and then it's a picture of my sister and I who did some Christmas shopping. So you know, because life is so busy, we don't find a lot of time to get together, but we made a point to definitely do some shopping this year. So this is a cute car selfie of us with the car loaded. We always have fun going out together. So simple but beautiful. I love that. Next is wrapping paper. So every year I pick out coordinating papers for the kids, so I don't have to actually handwrite tags. So like Wyatt was the dog and the polka dots, and Natalie was the pinks and the trees. So when they're all wrapped, they just know which wrapping paper they have, and they go to town. My mom taught me that, and it's just a really easy way to, and fun, because it just looks really pretty under the tree, like with everything coordinating. So the gifts I have for Joseph usually like match in some way, shape, or form as well. And then so I just took some pictures of the process, and just really, really fun. Yeah, I think those were, the white and red polka dot might have been Joe's, so it tied in nicely. But I love capturing that story as well, because it's super fun. I always get excited every year to go pick out my wrapping paper, and I usually get it from like TJ Maxx and Marshalls or Home Goods, something like that. So they always have a great selection. Next story is weekend at my parents'. They have the boys every couple of days before Christmas. Is my mom's birthday is on the 23rd, so this is the page of them celebrating her birthday. So they got up in the morning with my dad and decorated the kitchen, and they always love surprising her when she wakes up in the morning with that, and just snapshots from the day, which was really, really fun. And then they always do cookies of some sort with them. I think they spend 2 nights there. And my dad dresses up as Santa, and it's kind of a cute little tradition. My mom, because the boys are getting older, some of them are older. Wyatt, is still on the younger side. So Santa delivers a suit to Papa with a letter, explaining that, this is a suit, a magic suit for Papa to create memories with them. It's really, really cute. I don't know the whole context, but Mom's got it like all figured out, and it's adorable. So I always get Santa pictures, because mall Santa, this kid does not do. My son, does not like mall Santas. So at least I get a picture with Santa this way. It's a really cute idea. So I've got that, and then them doing gingerbread houses. She takes great photos. She's a scrapbooker as well, so I always get awesome photos. Them being silly outside, and yeah, just really great memories. Just a simple pocket layout. Really fun, easy way to highlight a lot of photos without it just being in like a grid format. So super, super fun. And this was I think a Christmas ornament I got in the Target dollar spot, and it's a gingerbread cookie on a cookie sheet, and I just glued it to the front here, and actually has a gingerbread cookie recipe. And I was like, this is so cute. And the folder is Felicity Jane. Sorry, I don't think I've talked a lot about my products, so I apologize. Alright, this is a really, really fun story. So we have Christmas with my parents on Christmas Eve, and this year my sister and I, because we always try to do games with my family on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve when we have Christmas with them. So we're always thinking of new games and fun things to do while we're there, because we just like to have a good time. And I was talking to my sister, because I think it came up on my TikTok, where these older kids went and hid a bunch of like little figures all throughout their parents' house, and their parents would just find them randomly throughout their daily routine. And so I texted my sister, I'm like, we should do this. And so she bought 180 like little acrylic chickens, because her and my brother-in-law and the boys, they all have chickens, so it's kind of a thing. But so they bought 180 chickens, and we told the boys that they had to keep a secret. They had to keep this a secret, and they had to be sneaky about it. So while we were there, all of us had like a handful of these chickens, and when they were turning their backs, we were hiding them all throughout the house. And my parents were basically, they're oblivious to it. And so we were able to hide like all 180 chickens, and some of the boys like were a little bit more obvious, and so my mom saw it, and I guess she had played this in a similar fashion somewhere else, and she thought she was going to get a prize. But she didn't say anything to my dad. My dad was completely oblivious. So I guess it was Christmas Day when I talked to them. My mom reached out and she's like, how many of these chickens are at the house? And I started laughing, and she's like, your father's having such a great time with this. And so I told her there was like 180 chickens, and she was laughing and my dad was laughing, and it just brought so much joy and fun. And my dad said that was like one of the best things. It took him like 4 or 5 days, I think, to find all of them. But in the boys' faces when they were trying to hide the chickens, it was just priceless. Just a really, really great memory. And so I told that story here and took some snapshots of where we hid the chickens, like on the ceiling fan and like on a shelf and on their decor. It was just really, really funny. So really fun story. Definitely encourage incorporating that into your holidays. So towards the end here, Christmas Eve, cookies, Santa cookies. I photoshopped, or Santa, I should say, Santa left a picture of him in front of our tree for Wyatt to find Christmas morning. So this is Santa in front of our tree. Oh, there's the Buddy the Elf cutout, so you can see that. And Wyatt was so excited to get this picture. He couldn't believe it. He was like blown away. So that was really fun. So this was Christmas morning, Christmas Eve morning. Yeah, Christmas morning. And then on the back is just some quick snapshots of the kids opening their presents. And one last fun little thing I did, I always like to do a fun gift for the family. I got socks. Each pair of socks had a picture of one of our dogs' faces on them. So I don't know if it's hard to see, but that was really, really fun. So I snagged that, but I don't take a lot of pictures because I'm caught up in the moment, but I did have a few, so I put those on there for the last story, and then ended with a chipboard enamel piece that lets your heart be light. So I was able to fit it all in one album. I caught a lot of the wonderful stories from last December. It feels so good to have this project done. I hope you all enjoyed my flip through, and I am gearing up for December daily this year. Of course, we got October daily before that, which I'm definitely participating in. So I hope to see you guys again soon, and happy scrapping. Talk to you later. Bye.